So that's Coach John Patrick there on the sidelines for Ludwigsburg. You see the premium courtside seats, some phenomenal seating for some very lucky fans as the players are going to exchange memorabilia here at half court, one of the long FIBA traditions. And again, the Basketball Champions League in its second season after a very, very successful inaugural season. Just to give you a quick rundown of how it works, 4 groups of 8. So that's obviously 32 teams from 14 different countries. The teams within each group, this is Group B, will play each other home and away. So you're about 14 games there. And the top 4 teams will advance to the playoff round. Meanwhile, the 5th and 6th place team in each group will qualify for the FIBA Euro Cup playoffs. Unfortunately, the 7th and 8th teams will be eliminated. So it's all about getting into that top 4 within your group to advance. And then Group B, that could be a tall task as we give you a quick rundown. Again, we mentioned Iberostar Tenerife. There's also Elan Chalon, Gaziantep, obviously PAOK and Ludwigsburg, but then also Ventspils from Latvia, Sikel Archivi Capo d'Orlando, and Neptunas Klaipeda. So a lot of European experience in this group. Ludwigsburg, though, with their 6 wins. If you take a look at the referees there from left to right, Mr. Dozai, Lishka, and Chebichev. And we're just going to take a look shortly here at the starting 5s for both teams, starting off with PAOK, the away team. You take a look at Brandon Trish. Syracuse alum, also had a little bit of time in the G League. So for PAOK, it will be Kevin Dillard and Margaritis making the starting lineup after not playing over the weekend. And Katsavilis, Lucky Jones, and Owen Klassen. Lucky Jones comes in averaging 19 points. Well, obviously after one game, had 19 points over the weekend in 37 minutes. Klassen had 17 points and 12 rebounds. So that contribution will be expected here by Coach Papatheodoru. Here again, he's putting in Dillard and Margaritis, who are brought in for these kind of games, the big games. And we take a look now at Ludwigsburg's starting 5 here in just a second. You'll see Thomas Walkup, who does a little bit of everything on the floor, carries Stephen F. Austin to a very strong tournament run. He's joined by Karen Johnson, David McRae, Adam Wolaskowski, and Johan Stiemann, who had a very strong Eurobasket for Germany. Again, a German team that beat France to advance to eventually play Spain, and played Spain very, very tough. And Tiemann had some strong contributions off the bench for Germany. So John Patrick will hope that he'll be able to replicate that effort here in the Basketball Champions League. Number of Greek fans really packing up the away side of the gymnasium. What an atmosphere that's going to create. And again, Basketball Champions League still relatively young, but you can see how strong these teams and these fan bases are taking this competition. A lot of pride coming into these European games, and obviously when you're playing against either national champions or former national champions from other countries, there's a lot to play for, not just pride. We talked about people trying to advance, and you want to get off to a strong start here in the group stages. Take a look at Lucky Jones there. A small forward from Robert Morris. That's a team that's been to the tournament thanks to performances by Lucky Jones, number 55. Johan's team is definitely getting ready as well. And this is a German league that's really grown over the years. A lot of strong players throughout the league, but let's see how they compete in Europe. And we're off now for another Basketball Champions League matchup. And the tip is won by Ludwigsburg. As you see here, Karen Johnson initiating the offense. Finds Thomas Walk up on the wing. Right away, Tiemann takes a jump shot, doesn't connect, and the rebound by Walikowski, and it gets the putback. And you see the backcourt pressure here from Ludwigsburg, and it leads to the steal by McCray. Oh, the no-look pass and a dunk already. What a start by Riesen Ludwigsburg. They are young, they're energetic. And PAOK definitely has to bring it. You see Kevin Dillard with the goggles here bringing the ball up the court. First time that PAOK's able to get over half court. As let's see how they respond to this first quick blow by Ludwigsburg. So Dillard gets it in now. And the drive on the wing, but he fumbles the ball out of bounds. Margaritis a little out of control there on the baseline drive. The possession stays with PAOK. And the shot is way off. A tough shot there for Owen Klassen. Here's Thomas Walk up. Again, he's a small forward, but the ball will be in his hands a lot. Johnson looking to get the ball inside, but there's going to be a foul on Margaritis as he's trying to defend Walikowski on the inside block. And you see now that throw down by Thomas Walkup, and that's how you get this home crowd into the game. Perfectly executed defense into offense. Here's McCray now on the wing. Pulls it up to the top of the court. Kieran Johnson, the lefty point guard, creates a little separation, jumps and throws the ball away. Stolen by Ketsavilis. And he goes coast to coast, but unable to finish on the layup. Gets the offensive rebound, and it's going to reset the offense now for PAOK. Dillard takes the three, and it's good. And the first shot of the game goes down for PAOK as Kevin Dillard connects on the long three-point shot. And a nice little screen there from Tiemann in the backcourt to free up Johnson. Johnson a little bit of a step back, finds McCray for three. Just a little strong. There's going to be a foul inside. The teams were fighting for the rebound. They're going to call it on Klassen, Canadian. And John Patrick does go to his bench early and often. As you see, Dwayne Evans checks into the game. Walikowski, take a look at that Dillard three, putting PAOK on the board. Justin Sears also in the game after just 2 minutes. Looking to free up Walkup on the down screen and post up. Takes his time. Evans drives and able to draw the foul right before the shot clock expires. Margaritis looking stunned that the foul was called on him. And you see there Evans just attacking the defender who wasn't positioned properly. So it looks like we're going to get 2 free throws here for Dwayne Evans. Margaritis checking out of the game, as he now has 2 fouls already. First free throw is good for Dwayne Evans, his first point of the game. And he's actually been the leading scorer, the only player to average double figures throughout these 8 games. It's Dwayne Evans right there off the bench tonight. He's coming in at 15 points and 7 rebounds per game in basketball Champions League competition, as well as 15 points in the BBL. Missed the second free throw though. It's a 5-3 lead early for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Dillard gets a three-point shot blocked by Johnson. Here's a 3-on-1 opportunity. No, not the and one, but a nice defensive, again, effort from Karen Johnson, who's just been a pest. As you see him, gets the block on the three-pointer, walk-up finds him, and he draws the foul on Dillard. Unable to convert the layup, though, but will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Johnson. And knocks down the second one as well as the 26-year-old gets his first 2 points of the game. See the backcourt pressure once again. Ludwigsburg, they want to play up tempo. We've already seen that. It's going to be an 8-second count. Great on-ball defense from Karen Johnson. Unbelievable. Another backcourt turnover for PAOK. The nightmare of a start here for Coach Papa Teodoru. Handing it off to Johnson. Sorry, Evans loses the ball, trying to cross over. Katsavilas a little bit of an opportunity, but pulls it out. Gets the screen from Klassen. Gets it over to Lucky Jones for three, and he knocks it down from downtown. Just like that, it's a one-point game. PAOK not playing their best basketball, but still right there. Johnson gets to the lane, finds walk up in the corner, and his three-point shot is no good. A fast break opportunity. And again, Katsavilas pulls it out. There's a foul here on Ludwigsburg. To Karen Johnson's surprise. As we take a look at Lucky Jones's nice-looking stroke there on the three-pointer. So Walkup's going to check out of the game, get his first rest. And checking in now is Peter McNeely, a Canadian, who's had some really strong games as well, especially in the German league. A little bit more quiet in the Basketball Champions League, though. Dillard drives and connects on the reverse layup. Nice, strong move from Dillard. He's got a quick 5 points here in the first quarter. And PAOK has their first lead. You see Elgin Cook, number 23 there for Ludwigsburg. So already 9 players checking into the game within the first 4+ minutes. This nice drive from Kevin Dillard. Finishes on the weak side to avoid the block from Peter McNeely. And now Nicholas Jeske checks in. So we talked about it, a lot of bodies, a lot of young bodies as well. That's going to be a 5-second count. Again, the backcourt pressure causing so much trouble for PAOK. And that's why coaches love to bring out the press. Obviously, these two teams haven't played each other, so the unfamiliarity probably causing some issues for PAOK. Evans hands it over to Cook. Cook able to knock down Lucky Jones. There's a little Euro step, throws up a wild shot though. Here comes Katsavilas, finds Lucky Jones, drives baseline. Strong finish at the hoop. And that's gonna lead to a timeout for the German squad as PAOK takes a 3-point lead into the first break. You see here, tough closeout from Tiemann. Lucky Jones blows by. It's a strong finish right over Evans. leads to the Riesen timeout. So we're taking you to the huddle. You see Coach Patrick telling his guys to move the ball, move the ball. Take a look at the stats here. So those two big three-point shots helping PAOK stay in the game. Ludwigsburg just 2 of 8 from the field so far. Sorry, 2 of 6. 33%. But their defense has been something that PAOK hasn't been able to handle. As you see one more time, a strong drive from Jones. Evans electing to not force too much contact. Cook now looking to isolate, drives again, kicks it out, and it's going to be Jeske for 3, and he knocks it down. First three-point shot of the night for MHP, and that's going to be a 10-10 game now. You see again, backcourt pressure, a little bit too much pressure. Couldn't keep his hands off. Jeske gets called for the foul. As you see Cook able to drive, draws the defender. The open 3 is good. Nicholas Jeske. Katsavilas looks for the inside pass. Doesn't work out, but it falls back into PAOK's hands. And still gonna be another turnover. A little bit of sloppy play here, both sides. And these fans are not happy with the call, as it's a 4th turnover. You see Christopoulos getting a lot of hands on the ball. And Christopoulos just couldn't hang on. Now the three-point shot is up and good. Dwayne Evans showing you a little bit of range in his game. Now Peter McNeely putting the ball pressure on Dillard. Oh, that's an illegal screen, definitely on Owen Klassen, as you saw that arm come up. And he's gonna go back to the bench as he picks up yet another foul. I believe that's his 2nd of the first quarter. Take a look at the Evans 3, the nice catch and shoot, got the feet set. Jeske finds a whip around pass to walk up. And the drive and pull up is no good there for Peter McNeely, but he gets the steal right back. Nope, it's gonna go back to PAOK. Again, good backcourt pressure from Peter McNeely. He's a little bit frustrated, couldn't knock down that shot. First attempt of the night. You see now 4 yellow jerseys in the backcourt. Can PAOK break through this press? There's a foul before the ball was inbounded. That's going to lead to free throws for PAOK, so kind of works out in their favor on that particular possession. As you see Coach Patrick giving Kacha an earful. It's going to be 2 free throws from Margaritis, who's the captain for tonight's game. Let's see if he can get on the board for his first points. Misses the first. Much to the delight of the crowd. But he knocks down the second shot. So 13-11. See Jeske now bringing the ball up the court with Dillard applying some pressure. And Usman Kubali also in the game for PAOK for the first time. Here's Peter McNeely. Shot clock winding down, pulls up, shot no good, but the offensive rebound doesn't fall to Tiemann's hands. Katsavilis gets the rebound and finds Dillard. A nice little handle. Couldn't get rid of walk-up though, but he finds himself open for the jumper. Knocks it down. And there's going to be a foul inside. So some more points maybe to come from this possession. As you see here, Dillard pump fakes, gets walk-up off his feet, steps inside for the nice little jump shot. You see inside there the foul by Peter McNeely trying to box out Kubali. Talked about John Patrick's rotations. A lot of guys coming in and out throughout. And that's McCray back in now. So it's going to be one free throw since this foul occurred while the ball was in the air. You see the little shimmy shake from Kubali before the free throw. And he knocks it in. Oh, two shots, sorry, because it was the bonus. So two free throws and a potential 4-point possession for PAOK. And that's exactly what it turns into. So they go from down 2 to up 2 on one possession because of the foul inside. Here's a walk-up. McCray looks for Evans at the free throw line, can't knock it in. And Brandon Trish gets into the game for the first time, gets the rebound, finds Lucky Jones up the floor. And there's a fall to the ground, but they're able to secure the possession still. And it's going to be a foul and a couple of free throws. So Walaskowski just having a tough time here tonight. You see a strong screen, which actually knocked over his own teammate. Walaskowski trying to contest the shot, picks up the foul. Saw Zaras at the scorer's table getting ready to check in as Johnson comes back into the game. The referee's just sorting out the situation. And it's Margaritis back at the free throw line. Connects on the first attempt. Another whistle as that free throw was up. And it's Margaritis just coming out of the game for Zaras. Zaras had 11 points, 27 minutes in their first game on Saturday against Prometheus, so definitely expected to contribute off the bench. Walk up. Trying to take it at Trish. Good defense in this possession from PAOK because the shot clock's down. But it's still a nice cut and finish from Walaskowski. Good execution and patience there from the German squad. Zaras takes it coast to coast. And he connects. And we've been hearing a lot of whistles. Walaskowski looks stunned. So take a look at his nice catch and finish with the left hand on the previous possession, but down here, you see Zadas puts him on his hip, and there's a lot of battling inside between Evans and Krubali. And again, another 4-point opportunity for PAOK on one possession. Just giving away points with these fouls. A little bit too physical on the box outs maybe. And you see there John Patrick telling them just box out with your arms, lower body. Unfortunately, Krubali doesn't make the first free throw at this trip. Definitely loving that free throw routine though. He connects for the second attempt, so he's now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It's a 5-point lead for PAOK. Here's Johnson, gets into the lane. Oh, a hard foul. You see a little bit of shoving after the foul there. A little bit of animation. And Wallaskowski very, very adamant, coming to the defense of his teammate as Johnson got fouled early on the bump. Tried to follow through to finish and was met with even more contact at the rim. We'll see here. So he gets fouled right there from Kitsvilis, and Krubali comes in and Tiemann just kind of shoves him away. It's an emotional game, basketball fans. We all know that, but cooler heads do prevail as the referees are going to take a look at the replay to see if any technical fouls need to be assessed. So again, Johnson gets bumped right there. That's the foul. And then he obviously wanted to try to convert the layup to draw the N1. And Krubali just felt like, I'm not going to let you get an uncontested layup. Wallaskowski not really helping the situation here. Johnson, of course, seems to be all right. So they're just telling the table now what's going to happen. Dishing out how many free throws are going to be taken and by who. As you take a look at the referees' nice basketball Champions League uniforms they have there, and there is going to be a technical foul. Just get some clarity on who it's going to go on. Johnson is going to go to the free throw line for his 2 shots, that's for sure. That we already know. And we'll see who can pick up momentum. It's always interesting after plays like this, kind of the aftermath. Johnson's first free throw is good. Didn't seem to be too bothered physically from that hard fall. But unable to convert the second as Krubali gets the rebound. So just 1 point out of that possession after it's all said and done for Ludwigsburg. Both teams in the bonus the rest of this first quarter. And a catch and shoot 3, and he's going to pick up the foul. Zadas. Johnson can't believe it. We've seen it more and more in basketball these days. The 3-point shot getting fouled. You see there a little bit of acting perhaps. Didn't seem to be much contact on the elbow, but he was knocked off balance for some reason. Patrick says it was a flop. The referees, obviously, they're going to pay attention when a guy gets knocked off balance. Zaras does a good job of drawing the foul and getting 3 free throws. So PAOK has a chance now to extend the lead even further. If you think about the different possessions, they've had a 4-point possession, they've had another potential 4-point possession, and now they get 3 free throws off a pretty bad air ball by Zaras. So things really going PAOK's way these last few minutes here. First free throw is in and out. Zaras. Second free throw, no good. He makes a third, so the Greek player knocks down 2 of 3, pushes the lead out to 6. Already 11 free throw attempts for PAOK in just the first quarter. Laskowski back down inside, finds Tiemann. He fumbles the ball, but is able to pick up a foul. That's Kubali. Seemed to have gotten the steal there. Tiemann just kind of lost it on his way up. Some more free throws to come. Really slowing down this game a little bit. Tiemann knocks down the first shot. So that puts him into the scoring column. Goes 2 for 2. Last minute of quarter is always so important to try to get a little momentum into the break. Lucky Jones now finds himself matched up with Laskowski. Here's Trish, gets to the lane, and it's going to be another foul. Some more free throws for PAOK as McCray got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. See, they're trying to reach, gets a little bit of arm. That's just enough to send Trish to the free throw line. So Kubali checks out. Brandon Trish, very strong guard, plays a lot of contact, and he has his first 2 points of the night. So despite a pretty nightmare of a start in terms of turnovers in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the quarter, here's PAOK up 6, 24 points to show for it. Johnson looking inside, but a nice steal. Here comes PAOK, a little bit of transition. Katsavilis forced that turnover. And the nice lefty move is no good by Zaras. Elgin Cook with the rebound, looking to push. And Walkup's going to slow it down and use up the clock. 1 possession. It will likely be the last possession of the quarter. Walkup looking to isolate. Watch out for the pull-up. Nope, goes to the basket, lays it in. Nice, strong finish from Thomas Walkup right at the buzzer. You see there, nice little left to right crossover through the legs. Takes the bump and finishes with an underhand scoop. Thomas Walkup. What a time to get your second field goal. Obviously had that great dunk in the first minute. So he starts strongs and ends strongs in that first quarter. And it's 24-20, PAOK over Ludwigsburg after 1. So we take a look at the stats. Field goal percentage definitely in favor of PAOK, as well as the free throws. So they've been much better in terms of putting the ball through the hoop, both on 2s and 3s and at the free throw line. Take a look at some of the highlights of that first quarter. Walaskowski had his couple of field goals inside. There's the putback. He also had a nice little cut and finish, both with the left hand. And of course, that dunk by Thomas Walkup, kind of nasty. He's a very poised player, Thomas Walkup. Led Stephen F. Austin in scoring a few years ago in their tournament run. Dillard was the one responsible for getting PAOK back to the game with 7 points in that first quarter, including the big three to put them on the board. Second quarter underway now. PAOK with the possession and the lead. 24-20. Almost a turnover. And it is a turnover eventually as Karen Johnson gets his hands on the ball. A little sloppy possession there from PAOK. And a foul as well. As the players get a little tangled, hug it out. Nothing but love over here. So Johnson picks up the foul on Zadas. And a three-point shot is up and good. And Karen Johnson, the point guard, definitely seems to have been woken up after that hard fall. Becky Jones finds Brandon Trish. A heavily contested shot. It's bricked up. Great contest there from Elgin Cook to make sure that Trish didn't have an easy look at the basket. And it seems that that shot from Johnson's going to be a two-pointer. So Kieran Johnson's shot, no, they officially made it a three-point shot now. So it was indeed a three. Referees did put both of their hands up, and the shot was up. The referees just sorting it out now whether it was a 2 or a 3, as well as a shot clock. So we'll take a look at on the replay. Johnson, ooh, that's close. That is very close. Almost traveled, really, but let's see what the referee decides. Yeah, he needs a little bit more help. I mean, that is the closest possible you could be to a 3 if it is not a 3. I don't know if that's the shadow of his shoe that's on the line there. Obviously, when these games are this close, oh, it's going to be a 2 after all. So indisputable evidence in the eyes of the referee. Overturns the three-point shot and counts it as 2. Klassen with a little jump shot, no good as the shot clock expires. And Riesen has a chance now to either tie or take the lead on this possession. And it's walk up, gets bumped, and it's gonna go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Smart play, heard the foul. Sorry, heard the whistle, decided to get the shot up. You'll see right there's the contact. Doesn't take another dribble, takes his 2 steps, puts it up. And of course, Thomas Walkup loves the free throw line. If you recall, in the first round of the 2016 NCAA tournament, he scored 33 points in an upset over 3rd seed West Virginia, and he shot 19 of 20 free throws in that game. 19 of 20. So that is a man not afraid to step up to the free throw line, especially in big games like this as he guards Brandon Trish now. An illegal screen from Klassen. And that's going to send him likely back to the bench with his third foul. He's had a tough start here to the night after having 17 points and 12 rebounds over the weekend. Trish is going to come out of the game as well. Here's Kieran Johnson. Tie game here at home, hosting PAOK. Justin Sears. The pull-up three is good. Big shot there from Elgin Cook. No hesitation. Katsavilas is open, doesn't take the three, looks for Lucky Jones. He sees him in the corner. Decides to go to the other side, and Zaras gets his shot blocked. Justin Sears, what a nice block, good timing there. Leads the team in blocks at just over 1 a game. Long arms from the former Ivy League Player of the Year. Shot clock down to 3, 2. Oh, Dillard gets a little separation. Doesn't knock the shot, even doesn't come close really. And that's going to be an intentional foul, unsportsmanlike, in the backcourt. And Katsavilas. So 2 free throws and the ball to come as you see the nice block again here from Justin Sears. Just doesn't fall from the separation. Elgin Cook, meanwhile, steps into the 3. So a little bit of momentum now for this Ludwigsburg team as we go to a timeout. Here, Coach Patrick on the German side there talking that their pace is wearing down PAOK. Obviously, with the number of players he's rotating in and out, you'd expect that. See there the unsportsmanlike foul as Tavilis was just trying to slow down the transition. But the referees have been calling that much more. We saw it over and over again in the Eurobasket. Just games really swinging from one side to the other on such calls. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Kieran Johnson. Knocks down the first. Just like shooting them by yourself at the gym. So both free throws are good for Johnson. Gives him 7 points now on the night. He's 4 or 5 from the free throw line. So 5-point lead for Ludwigsburg as they look to get a 4 or 5 point possession themselves here on this trip. Here's Sears looking to get the ball inside, finds Cook, and a nice skip pass to McCray. Walk up with a beautiful no. Oh yes, that's just good basketball. The pump fake to elude a defender, create space, and a little elbow jumper. 4-point possession there for the team in yellow. Again, when you have that many bodies coming to the game, playing into rhythm, and there's a foul that time, but we saw great ball pressure on that possession up to that point. Nice feed inside from Sears. Cook, you see the ball movement. Solid offense. Here's Jones, drives, draws a foul. I think it's going to go on Cook. Very reminiscent of his earlier baseline drive. see here. And you know that Sears is going to come help. So if you're Cook, you don't really want to try to contest that. You've got a rim protector and Justin Sears right behind you. Nonetheless, Lucky Jones gets to the line and knocks down his first free throw. Can't knock down the second, but an offensive rebound goes to PAOK, and here's Dillard. Shot clock down to 3. Dillard's got to take another tough one. With the left hand, hits the rim though, so it's going to stay. Nope. Ball's going to go the other way. Comes Johnson, putting the pressure on the defense. Finds McCray for a 3. No good. Offensive rebound to Sears though. Johnson's going to just take his time, it seems. Nope, pulls up for 3 himself. That's good, but so the three-point shot is going to be good, though the offensive foul is going to go on Sears inside, I believe. As you see him there diving inside, just throws off the would-be rebounder. So they're telling the referee to put the 3 points, sorry, the referee's telling the table to put the 3 points on the board. So it's a 9-point lead now. You'll see Johnson hesitated initially, found the space, but then Justin Sears picks up the offensive loose ball foul while the shot was in the air. So every time they score, they're going to put that backcourt pressure. You've seen it over and over again. Nice backdoor. Good offense there from PAOK as Trish found Ketsavilis. And the layup was good. I believe that was Margaritis with the layup. You see the nice little handoff pass from Ketsavilis to Margaritis. Just the 4th assist of the night for PAOK. Have shot, I believe it's 7 made field goals, so. McCray pulls up for 3 again, can't connect, but Sears, no, that's Cook inside fighting for the rebound. And McCray, no hesitation, misses again. So 0 for 2 in that possession from McCray, and here comes PAOK. Unable to get transition, Lucky Jones wide open, follows his own shot. But a lot of action inside there. See, Krubali just seems to be in the mix every time. So the foul's gonna go. Well, the referee's saying there's 2 shots, so okay, Lucky Jones takes the 3. There's a scrap inside for the rebound. The referees offering an explanation to the players, and we are going to go down the other way as that foul was called on PAOK, and it was an unsportsmanlike foul on Krubali for taking down Teeman essentially. You see the players are confused as Teeman knocks in the free throw. So it's interesting because there was a loose ball foul, and Riesen is in the bonus, which is why they got the 2 shots. So you see Margaritis there. Veteran trying to settle down this PAOK team. It is now again down 9. Largest deficit of the night. The 3-point shot is up but no good from Visikobolikos. So the action's getting more and more physical in the second quarter. As you see, Christopoulos can knock down the three. But then Ludwigsburg doesn't really secure the rebound properly. The ball ends up in the hands of Margaritis, but the possession arrow is going to go down to Ludwigsburg. So a chance to get a double-digit lead 5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson stepped back at the elbow, too strong. But Sears, another offensive rebound, and gets kind of elbowed in the back of the neck by Margaritis. You can sense the frustration from these PAOK players as they've given up a few offensive rebound opportunities. It is now 6 offensive rebounds. Sears does not make his first free throw. Yet to score, but has definitely had an impact on this game. +9 point differential since he's been on the floor. So active. He makes the second free throw for his first point of the night. Here's Jeske back in the game for Johnson, who had a really strong second quarter. 10 points, of course, for Johnson now. And you see the press, again, causing issues. Hand off to Dillard. McCray trying to stay close. Seems to be a kickball. Justin Sears definitely acknowledging that he did kick the ball. You saw there with both feet. So the German culture definitely having an impact on Justin Sears. Obviously the World Cup champions reside in Germany. And it's another 5-second call. How often have you seen that? Twice in one half. PAOK unable to inbound the basketball. And it's another turnover. So just 4 turnovers so far for Ludwigsburg. That's already the 9th turnover for PAOK. And that's why they're down 10. Jeske gets into the lane. Nice block there. And just had his toes on the line. Saw Margaritis was in perfect defensive position to block that shot. So a bit of a bunch set on this inbounds play. It's Cook, a little crossover, gets all the way to the hoop but can't finish. Lack of concentration as he had the lane, was right at the rim, did all the work, but just couldn't finish it off. Almost fumbled on the way up, literally right at the rim. So 2 free throws on the way now for Elgin Cook. Second free throw no good, but the offensive rebound ends up in the hands of Jeske. Shot clock down to 3 though. He has to pull up, launches it, bricks it, doesn't hit the rim, so that's going to be a shot clock violation. Jeske wasn't aware of the shot clock winding down. So MHP Riesen has an 11-point lead here in the second quarter. Dillard trying to break away from McCray. Kicks it out. Lucky Jones finds the open three, and that's going to be Brandon Trish knocking down the corner shot. They needed those points. Here's Peter McNeely back in the game looking for Sears, who skips it all the way across from McCray. And again, he cannot connect on the three, but Sears once again keeping the ball alive. Shot clock down to 2. They're not going to get a good shot off in time. A nice block there. Lucky Jones looking to push it. Draws the foul, gets to the free throw line. It's a good coast-to-coast action. Back and forth we're going. See Lucky Jones comes down the middle. Defense retreating, just goes right at them. Able to pick up a foul and head to the free throw line. So Lucky Jones, who had a tremendous game over the weekend with 19 points in 37 minutes. A tough loss against Prometheus. Can't knock down his first free throw here though. 38-31, just under 3.5 to go into the second quarter. As Walkups back in the game, leaves his feet, finds Peter McNeely. Shot is good. Left wide open, top of the key. Walkup with another assist, unorthodox in that one, but still 2 points for Riesen. Trish now looking to isolate. Finds a shooter in the corner, no good, and teaming with a strong rebound. Took in the corner, wants to take it at Jones, but decides to pass it out. Peter McNeely now taking his turn. Gets into the elbow, knocks it in again, back-to-back buckets. Peter McNeely. And the lead balloons back to 11. And this game's going up and down a little bit now as Jones comes right back. Nice left-hand finish from Lucky Jones. Nothing lucky about that one. That was hard work. Walk up now, finds Tiemann, and he's strong, little finish inside. This game definitely opened up this last couple possessions. The teams exchanging baskets. Diddler looking to isolate, crosses over, leaves his feet, throws it away. Another turnover for PAOK will lead to a basket. And McCray with a nice left-hand finish in transition. And that's going to lead to a timeout for PAOK as they are really hurting themselves. Another turnover for Dillard. I think that's his 3rd of the night. 10th overall for PAOK. You see McCray, the quick jump and the left-hand finish kind of froze the defender. They're down 13 with 1:40 to go. So a few substitutions in the game now. Zada's going to come back in. Saw Dillard with a nice move, left his feet though, and threw it right to Walkup. It was a nice outlet pass to McCray. Strong finish right at the basket. So can they carry this momentum all the way to halftime? Good ball moving from PAOK and a nice, kind of an awkward finish there inside. That's going to be 2 points for Caras, his first basket of the night. Ball goes inside the team and on the block. Draws a lot of attention, gets the shot blocked though from Caras, so making his presence felt on both ends. Here's Katsavilis, finds Jones, who draws the foul, but it's not going to be free throws, I don't believe. Poor closeout from Tiemann. He's a little bit off balance. Wasn't able to slide his feet in time. He picks up his first foul, which brings Sears back off the bench. Jones knocks down the first free throw. He's been there quite a lot now in the second quarter. Can't make both though, in the rebound by Cook. So Jones has a pretty good game. He's got 10 points now in double figures as Sears throws it into Cook. Nice little alley-oop action. A little high-low pass from Sears. That's a silly foul from McCray, so far away from the basket. That will be free throws again. You see the nice rip through from Katsavilis. Take a look at this high-low feed from Justin Sears inside to Cook. Not an easy finish to locate himself relative to the rim. So the 2 free throws are up and good for Katsavilis. Couple more possessions here perhaps down the stretch. The ball's gonna go out of bounds, and that's a rare turnover in this first half for Riesen. But it is a chance now for PAOK to get the lead, sorry, the deficit under 10. Look for Dillard to create either for himself or a teammate off the dribble. A little floater is up and good. A nice shot there from Zadas at the buzzer. Just like that, it's an 8-point game at the half. So PAOK could have let it get away, but we're able to get it down to 8. 20 minutes to go. You see there, 48-40. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg up 8 against PAOK from Greece. Key stats, better shooting in that second quarter from Riesen. And they also hit a couple of threes, but also got to the free throw line. Have been dominant on the boards. Also came in averaging 10 steals a game, so 4.5 is pretty much what you expected. Very up-tempo team. They do average 85 points a game in the Champions League, so right on cue. You see walk-up. We told you early on in the broadcast, does a little bit of everything. Leads them in scoring, rebounds, and assists, and steals. Doesn't have a blocker and turnover yet, but leads them with that as well. So it's halftime here in Germany, 48-40 for the host teams. We take a look at the highlights. I'll tell you what, walk-up really set the tone there. That early dunk in the first few seconds, as Riesen was able to get his basket, steal, and another dunk. So we'll be back shortly for the second half. Basketball fans, welcome back for this second half action in Group B of the Basketball Champions League. It's game day one, a new season in the Basketball Champions League underway officially as of today. And we have a great matchup here so far with PAOK from the A1 League in Greece against the home team MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, who have come out with a phenomenal first half of basketball, leading 48-40 after 20 minutes. Just to highlight a few of the performances in that first half, Kieran Johnson leading the way with 10 points for the home team in yellow. Went 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Also, Thomas Walkup, 8 points to go along with 3 assists. A nice little steal, which led to an easy opportunity for McCray. But they've got contributions from a load of other guys. Tiemann has 6 points. Elgin Cook with 6 as well. Justin Sears, just 1 point, but 4 rebounds and a monster block. Meanwhile, over on the PAOK side, they're led in scoring by Lucky Jones, who has 10 points. Only 3 of 6 on the free throw line, though, but he did knock down a 3. We've also got contributions from their starting point guard, Kevin Dillard, who has 7. Zadas off the bench with 6 points in just 6 minutes. So he's been a tremendous help. But they need to do a better job taking care of the ball with 10 turnovers in that first half, those PAOK. They also were out-rebounded by 3. It was a very physical half. We had 39 combined free throws in just 20 minutes. So both teams spending a lot of time with a charity stripe. But in terms of foul trouble, a bunch of guys have 2. For MHP Riesen, that's Walkup, Evans, Johnson, McCray, and Jeske, as well as Walaskowski, all have 2. Meanwhile, over for PAOK, a couple guys with 3, including Owen Klassen and Krubali. Meanwhile, Margaritis has 4 fouls, the veteran, 5 points and 4 fouls. So how are they going to respond to that foul trouble? That will be the key for this second half, most likely, as long as they can kind of keep their main guys in the game. They have a chance here. But of course, 20 minutes to play is a lot of time to cut it to an 8-point deficit. So we are officially back underway now, second half action. PAOK with the ball first here. Katsavilis hands it off to Kevin Lillard, who throws it up, and it not an alley-oop finish, but there will be a foul. As you see the nice look inside for Klassen. Great play call as Lillard was able to find a little separation, draw the help man, and you see the McCray trying to rotate over. Was not there in time. The foul goes to him. So 2 free throws for Klassen. He's been very quiet. Obviously was in foul trouble. And that is his first point of the night. This is a guy who had 17 points, 12 rebounds off 9 of 10 from the free throw line over the weekend. Only able to convert 1 of 2 in his first trip here tonight. See Klassen, no field goals either, so really expecting a better half from him. And oh, that's a nice smart play from Walkup, who just lures Lucky Jones into a foul. Felt him on the hip and just stopped his dribble. You see here, knows he's behind him, stops, and we told you this guy likes to get fouled, can get to the free throw line early and often. Here's Johnson initiating the offense for Riesen. Walaskowski doesn't take the 3, kicks it out to McCray, gets the ball back inside. Great help. Lucky Jones secures the rebound. Comes Katsavilis, a Greek point guard. Nice little high-low. And Klassen unable to finish with the left. Johnson waits for the screen from Walaskowski. Hands it off to McCray. Here's Walkup now with a nice little drive floater. Can't finish, but falls his own shot. Very veteran play there from the young man, who knew exactly where the ball was going to land and finishes putback. The three-point shot is up and no good for Visikopoulos. So Lucky Jones draws a foul on the drive. We'll see here, McCray's right up on him. Solid defense, but just catches him on the elbow on the way up. As we see Walkup unable to hit the first shot, stays with it, just puts it back in softly. So McCray's gonna go to the bench now as he picks up his fourth personal foul. Jones again struggling at the free throw line, just 3 of 7 after that miss. He goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line, visibly frustrated. Here's Walkup again. Doesn't finish, but Tiemann scraps for their offensive rebound and draws another foul on Klassen, and that's going to be number 4 on the big man. So 4 fouls now for Klassen. Tiemann, the German national team player over the summer. Coach Fleming came off the bench, played very, very positive minutes. Must have been huge for his confidence, and he knocks down his first free throw. He's 5 for 5 so far from the free throw line. Make that 6 of 6, so smooth stroke from the free throw line. 8 points now for Johannes Tiemann. Of course, he was playing alongside Dennis Schroeder and Daniel Tice, 2 players now in the NBA. Walaskowski collapsed it up. As you see him, he just kicked the ball there to prevent the pass from getting across half court. So the shot clock will reset to 24 anytime the ball hits the defender's foot, as long as it's not below 14 seconds. Dillard throws up the lob, but Klassen mistimed it, and it's going to be Ludwigsburg's ball as Klassen kind of threw it away. See good defense and patience there from Tiemann. Just has his arms straight up. A little bit of contact. No foul called though. And here's Walkup, catch and shoot for 3. It's good, and a nice 3-point shot from Thomas Walkup, who's really been more aggressive in the first few minutes in the third quarter. Assist from Kieran Johnson. That's 13 points now for Thomas Walkup, who, despite only being signed 2 months ago today, actually, is already the captain of this team, of this game. So clearly a leader in the locker room, a leader at practice. And he's open again for another shot. He passes it up. Peter McNeely, he knocks down the 3. Back-to-back 3s for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And that's going to bring these fans off their feet. 6 quick points, consecutive possessions, a 17-point lead now. Just like that, it's getting away from PAOK a little bit. The unselfish extra pass from Thomas Walkup. Peter McNeely with a nice looking 3. As you see the previous possession, Walkup knocked down a 3 of his own. mean, Peter McNeely has been averaging 21 points a game in the BBL so far, just 2 games. So much firepower on this team. See the stats there. Riesen really heating up from the 3-point stripe. 6 so far. Meanwhile, PAOK looking for answers in the huddle. Definitely do not want to start the Basketball Champions League campaign with a loss. Granted, road wins will be hard to come by for any team, but we take a look at the other action in Group B. Neptunus Klaipeda got a win against Chalon. Meanwhile, Gaziantep got their first Basketball Champions League win against Capo d'Orlando. So we know that Group B is going to be a hotly contested battle throughout the season. Here's Dillard again. Throws up the lob to Krubali. Kicks it out to Trish for 3. He can't hit. We got a foul inside on the rebound as teammate gets called. Dancing at the top of the key, pulls up for the shot. Can't convert. And even though Krubali seemed to knock it out of bounds, the referee is calling it. Nope, they're going to go back the other way. So initially, one referee had it for PAOK, but the other referee stepped in to correct the call. We'll see on the replay here. Krubali's left hand kind of swings at it. And physics will tell you that that ball should definitely be going this way. So correct call made by the referees. Here's walk-up, takes a little bump. Peter McNeely, another 3. No good this time. And another loose ball is going to go the way of MHP Riesen. So a 17-point lead with just under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Can PAOK get back to this game? They've only scored 1 point so far in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, 10 for Riesen. There's a foul on the perimeter. Katsavilis is trying to apply some ball pressure, but Johnson's so quick with the handle. See the hand check. And Johnson kind of grimaces there. Might have pulled a little something as Dwayne Evans comes back in. He had a quiet 2nd quarter. Team just has so many ways to score as the ball finds Evans. Got a nice block there from Jones. Here's Johnson, has to pull it with the shot clock down. Tries to bank it, no good. See the rebounding differential, +8. The home side as Dillard gets the ball inside but turns it over. Another steal from Thomas Walkup. Comes Johnson down the lane, able to score through the contact. No foul called, but a nice move from Kieran Johnson. Obviously still a lot of time left in the game for PAOK, but they need to start scoring. Brandon Trish says, I got that covered. Strong move inside the lane. Able to hit the runner. 7 points now for Trish. Here comes Walkup. He comes right back at him. A strong move himself. And that's 15 points now in his first Basketball Champions League game. Got some time last year in the G League with the Windy City Chicago Bulls affiliate. And gets a steal here, and it's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on Lucky Jones. Saying I didn't touch him, but Walkup definitely poked the ball away, had the angle for the breakaway. Lucky Jones prevented him from catching the ball, so take a look here at Dillard. Kind of a lazy pass. Walkup reads it. And just there, the right hand grabs the right hip of Walkup. So it will be 2 free throws for Thomas Walkup. And a chance to push the lead out to 21 and maintain possession. So even though it was off air, I believe he made that first free throw, definitely did. And hits the second as well. So Walkup's gonna come out of the game after what was a strong stretch, to say the least. You see there, 17 points, receiving a nice little ovation from the fans. Picked up his second steal, obviously 4 assists, perfect from the free throw line. So another potential 4 or 5 point play. Here's Cook, he hits it. Nope, no good this time, and the rebound goes over to Krubali. And an offensive foul, legal screen. Krubali was not set. You see there the coach, Elias Papatheodorou, pleading his case. Just that left knee kind of, there's several ways he could call for an illegal screen if you put that knee out, almost tripping the player. Oh wow, it's a travel. Lucky Jones able to get the ball back for PAOK. Some aggressive defense. So Jesse is going to get pulled after that turnover. Brings Johnson right back into the game. Coach Patrick not messing around. You see now for PAOK, running the point guard is Sochlas, his first action of the night. The three-point shot is up and good for Brandon Trish. So they're counting on him to score here clearly, and you see a little bit of backcourt pressure down from PAOK. So 5 of the 7 points in the third quarter coming from Brandon Trish, number 99. Good ball pressure, nice trap there. But at least an open shot for Johnson, who kind of rushed it. Cook stays with it again. And the foul's gonna go to Lucky Jones, and that's his 3rd personal foul. So Elgin Cook, just 1.96 m, 6'5", but you see him really scrapping for those rebounds. First free throw is good for Cook. 24-year-old now. Able to make his second free throw as well. To give him 8 points on the night. So many different guys contributing on the offensive end here for Riesen. Meanwhile, PAOK just really struggling to put points on the board. Trish, Jones, and Dillard combining for 27, but not getting too much contribution from the other guys. Almost a turnover there. Here's Sochlas, finds Trish, who just can't finish on the reverse side, and transition opportunity now for Riesen. They slow it down. Johnson pulls it back out at the top of the key. They're up 20, so obviously not in a rush. Gets into the lane, and one. Kieran Johnson probing his way all the way towards the basket. You see the little hesitation. Gets the bump from Trish. And is able to finish with a nice, smooth touch. Now a chance to convert the free throw line for the three-point play. So Trish is going to check out of the game as he picks up just his first foul. Johnson now with 15 points. See the 5-point advantage there for Riesen to the free throw line, despite the same number of attempts. Oh, what a block shot there from Cook. Swatted out of there. Shot clock down to 4. And oh, a steal, near steal from Johnson. Had his hands on the ball, but also got caught with a little bit of contact. You see here, Cook going up with a block on the double jump. Swats it away. Then right there, yeah, definitely a foul on Johnson. Caught Katsavilis on the arm. His third foul go along those 15 points. Katsavilis unable to knock down a free throw. He's been there quite a lot tonight. He's played 26 minutes. Inman Jones playing the most minutes, but Katsavilis just with 2 points and doesn't make it one of the 2 free throws. Either one. And there was a lane violation, so a frustrating night for PAOK, to say the least. And here's Cook. Tried to go reverse, but it's all right because Dwayne Evans is there to clean up the mess. Riesen still has their foot on the gas. 25-point lead now. Catch and shoot. Air ball from Zaras. Another rebound for Justin Sears. This has been a tremendous performance on this German side as Cook looks to isolate and one again. Takes it right to the rack. Draws the contact and finishes. Elgin Cook not to be denied, and he's now in double figures with 10 points to go along with his 5 rebounds. You see there, not an easy finish. And he joins Johnson and Walkup in double figures and completes an and one as well. So a 3-point play, and this game has gotten a little bit ugly here in the third quarter. 26-6 advantage, plus 20 in the third quarter for Riesen. Unbelievable. But they're able to get some points back as you get an N1 opportunity. Krubali inside. You see the coach still giving out instructions to his players. Coach Patrick still doesn't seem too relaxed despite being up 26 points here. He knows how quickly a team can get hot. And Krubali completes the N1, and we see now the press from PAOK. Can Ludwigsburg handle it? They can get it over half cross with a second to spare. Half court, sorry. Wide open shot from Jeske, doesn't hit it. Evans crashes the glass. Jones can't believe it. Felt that that Evans came over the back. Take a look at it here. So the shot goes off on the weak side. That's a bang bang play. Evans able to convince the referee that the ball should stay down, and we see the 1-4 set here on the inbounds play on the baseline. Walkup back in the game as well. Evans catch and shoot on the baseline is good. Another assist for Thomas Walkup and a nice tough shot from Dwayne Evans for his 8th point of the night. We still see the defensive intensity from Riesen. catch and shoot, and it's a three-point shot up and good from Tsochlas. So Tsochlas gets his first basket of the night. Just 10 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Expect the ball to stay with Walkup. He finds Sears. Catch, ducks it in, throws it down, the big man. Nice catch, patient, and throws it down with authority. What a perfect way to end that unbelievable quarter, as it's 78-52 and 30-12 in the third quarter for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, capped off by a sensational throwdown from Justin Sears. You see the stats, a lot of damage inside, but also hitting a couple of threes in that third quarter. So take a look at some of the highlights of the quarter, or lowlights. All right, so we're just ready for the fourth quarter action now. 26-point lead. Sears has it in the backcourt, looking to get over. Finds the guard. Here's Walkup again, gets into the lane. Can't finish with the left, but a nice putback from Evans. As you see, Walkup went crashing into the kind of that little scoreboard action, the sideboarding, right into your living room on the camera. But Dwayne Evans able to follow up the shot. Evans again, he has 10 points as well, so 4 players in double figures. Now for the German team, as they have a foul inside, Justin Sears able to draw the foul on Zadas. Referee asking a player to just back up a little bit as he crossed over the baseline. Has to give the offensive player a chance to inbound the ball without being kind of impeded in a way. Here's Johnson. Neely pulls up for 3, no good. Lucky Jones secures the rebound. Katsavila's looking to post up the smaller Johnson. tough shot. And it's going to be an air ball. Soch lost that time as Johnson gets the rebound and looking to come the other way. Sears slips the screen. Evans catch and shoot three, and it's good. Everything going down now for MHP Riesen. Again, this is a team that has been playing a little bit more than PAOK. PAOK just our second official game of the season as Katsavilis able to come back with a three for his first outside shot of the night. But again, yes, Riesen has won 6 games, and a lot of those games have been blowouts. They beat Bosnia by 26 and by 43. And they also beat Brussels last time out on 2nd of October by 25. So they've had experience playing in Europe already this season. Meanwhile, PAOK, this is their first game outside of Greece. So we wouldn't expect the game to be this far apart at this point of the game for sure. But it's a testament to just how well Ludwigsburg has played. As we see Katsavilis knock down the outside shot. Evans, this 13 points, close to just 2 off his average. Cook went for the steal, but got called for the foul in the reach. A tough shot there, but it goes down for Zadas. A little bit of a fadeaway. See a lot of ball pressure here from Jones. Don't want to get called for the foul. Johnson slips. Probably found a wet spot there. No travel called though, so see what the referees decide to do. Hopefully Johnson's all right. See a little bit of a limp and grimace. Just right there is kind of the shoes give up on him. And Lucky Jones just climbs on top. So it's a timeout here in the 4th quarter. Again, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg up 26 with just 7 minutes to go.
Like 22 seconds of good defense, and then we put our hands down, they shoot it in our face. We have 1 team foul. We have 1 team foul. You need one? You okay? All right, we're on defense here. Chase over the top on Tiller. They got a bunch of shooters in right now. Okay, you got to get back on the line. Best option is 3 sides. Continue to fight.
You see the scoring breakdown. PAOK did have a lead for those middle 2 quarters, 58 to 28. Advantage goes to Riesen. So clearly made some adjustments after the 1st quarter and again at halftime. So take a look at this nice little shot from Zadas. And you heard Coach Patrick say they played great defense for most of the possession. And then to give up an easy shot is just not the way you want to go. But didn't have too much to be disappointed about. Obviously his team having a great game here so far. Zadas catch and shoot 3 again. Now it's a 23-point game. I know that still sounds pretty big, but could have gotten uglier into the 30s. So you see the trap now. They're able to break it. The open shot is up and no good by McCray, but walk-up gets the rebound. Of course, timing is in favor for Riesen, so they don't need to rush anything. You see Koch in the game now. The shot clock down to 1. And there's a foul. Lucky Jones has to be careful to pick up a technical foul here. I think he might have. So 3 free throws are coming, and then a technical foul as well. So that's going to be 4 free throws Someone needs to pull Jones away from the referee. So he's gonna foul out. And there's the coach finally stepping in. Jones has to be careful. So of course the shot clock was all the way down. He contests it, didn't give him any room to land. And Jones has been their, probably their best player with 10 points, 4 rebounds. He does foul out. McCray unable to capitalize though on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 3 from the free throw line. And then Walkup will take the technical free throw. He knocks it in. So this could have been a 6 or 7 point possession for the home team. But they were only able to get 2 of the first 4. So it's a plus 25 advantage. About 6 minutes to go. As you see there, Jones had to pick up his 5th foul via the technical. Nice seal from Tiemann, and Walkup finds him inside for the strong finish. Tiemann just exerting his strength down low. And it's now 6 assists for Thomas Walkup and 10 points for Johannes Tiemann. And he joins the rest of the crew in double figures. 5 players now in double figures for Riesen. McCray finds Tiemann again, and it's just getting easy now. Back-to-back layups for Tiemann. Nice pump fake. Trish catch and shoot 3, no good. And Krubali had the inside position on the rebound, so the foul's gonna go against, I believe it's Cook. Could be on Tiemann as well. You see here the nice drive and pass from McCray to Tiemann. The PAOK fans still giving maximum support for their team as you take a look at Lucky Jones, who, hate to say it, wasn't so lucky tonight. The referee is the scorer at the table and the bench, trying to just clarify the situation as it comes to Jones. So someone wasn't informed about him having fouled out, and actually he's been asked to head back to the locker room. So if things go from bad to worse for Jones, as he won't be able to watch the end, and you see the exit sign there. So he has made his way to the exit. See if his team can kind of play for a little bit of pride here. And again, scoring differential could be an impact, or a factor for that matter, as we progress throughout the game days. Obviously, this is just game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League. Still many, many to go. PAOK from the A1 League in Greece. They do have a game against Panathinaikos this weekend, so they're going to have to bounce back very quickly. Here's Peter McNeely. Drives, tough shot. Not sure if that was deflected or not. Just out of bounds to PAOK. You see the very good defense from Katsavilis. And here's Dillard, catch and shoot three, way off. The ball goes out of bounds as Krubali was scrapping for the second chance opportunity. A lot of frustration, these PAOK players. Still have 4 minutes to go. Do they have one more run? Mathematically, might still be possible. Emotionally, I'm not so sure. And Cook makes it even harder. An easy jump shot. He's got 13 points now on the night. Krubali again still fighting inside, able to get the second chance opportunity that time and draws the foul. So he'll head to the free throw line for a chance to add to his scoring total. You see just kind of four guys, four yellow jerseys standing around, but still get called for the foul. Patrick almost up 30, but still coaching his guys. Krubali knocks down the first free throw. I tell you, that shimmy shake routine has to be one of the more unique ones we've seen over the years. Here's Cook, able to elude defender Peter McNeely for three. And his shot goes in and out. But the ball stays with Riesen. Cook finds Evans inside, a strong reverse, no good. The legal screen there from Krubali in transition. And he runs straight towards the bench. That now makes 5 fouls for him as well. So another player fouls out. Again, we haven't seen much of Owen Klassen, who only has 1 point with 4 fouls as well in 10 minutes. Evans with a strong drive and picks up the foul, this time from Caras. Of course, Ludwigsburg coming in, having won their 6 qualification games pretty decisively to earn one of the final 8 spots in this year's Basketball Champions League. They came in averaging 85 points a game in the the Basketball Champions League qualification rounds, but this output has definitely surpassed that. And they also came in with 37 rebounds a game, 41 tonight, so they've been physical, and this is a team that can be very dangerous. They do a little bit of everything. They average 16 assists tonight, 19. They shot 39% from 3 coming in, 33% tonight, so and they also average 10 steals a game. Very aggressive team, offensively and defensively. Definitely a team to watch out for in Group B. You didn't know about them before tonight. You definitely know now, as PAOK able to finish inside there. That was Caras with the finish. Oh, the nice steal. Is it too? It was definitely too little too late. You see Dillard bringing it up. Caras looks for Caras. Katsavilis step back 3, blocked. And the leak out for Oh, what a dunk. Elgin Cook gets the block on one end. Here comes Kevin Dillard, gets the foul and one. It's a little bit of a consolation prize, but let's take a look at this. First, the block from Elgin Cook. Knows his teammate is going to throw it up to him. Dares Katsavilas to jump, looks at him, takes off and throws it down. And Dillard was able to come back on the other end and get that basket back, but still, tremendous play. As we kind of near the end of the game here, but Elgin Cook, takeoff. So many guys playing well for Riesen. Here's Cook again, and he just, the icing on the cake, hits the three, and that now gives him 18 points. So many contributions. This is a great confidence build for Ludwigsburg, as next week they have to travel to Spain to play against Iberostar Tenerife, defending champions. So they will have their work cut out for them. Obviously, Tenerife did lose a number of players as well as their coach. So it will be a different team, but that will definitely be a matchup to look out for on livebasketball.tv. Game day 2, but it looks like this game day 1 is going to go to MHP Riesen. So another free throw to come. Karamanolis only knocks down one of his 3 free throws. The benches are in the game. As you see here, the open 3 is up and good for Saric. And that breaks the century mark as well. 101 points in their first Basketball Champions League game this season. What an introduction. Saric pull up 3. Katsavilas can't get it back. Here comes Cook once more. Still running. Pushes the tempo, dumps it off. And Saric makes it again. So it's a 33-point lead now. Brandon Trish is going to walk up and pull it. Look at Cook. He is playing to the final whistle. Collects his 8th rebound. Sears wants the ball inside, but Cook decides to keep it out. Sears now has the ball. Finds Saric for another 3. No good this time. That may or may not be the final possession. So PAOK looking to get one more basket. And they get their shot blocked, which is just kind of a metaphor for how the rest of the night has gone for them. Even in the final seconds, nothing easy. So there it is, folks. Game day 1 is concluded as Ludwigsburg, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, wins 103-70 against PAOK. What a strong game in this game day 1 action for the home team. These fans are treated to an unbelievable performance, top to bottom, from their players. Group B, we know it's going to be tough in Group B. It's a long season. Obviously, the Basketball Champions League will conclude with the Final Four in May, a long ways away from now, but you couldn't ask for a better start if you're a fan of this Riesen team. PAOK players showing their appreciation to the traveling fans who were definitely supportive all the way through. They seem pretty okay considering they just lost by 30+ points. And take a look at the stats. Tremendous shooting on the inside, solid shooting from the outside, and a lot of free throws for both sides. But 21 for 36 for PAOK. They left 15 points on the line. Rebounding battle completely dominated by Riesen, and also shared the ball very well. We saw some monster blocks, and they took care of the ball. Really played a tremendous game all the way through. If you look through the box score in the stat sheet. And Walkup did lead the way with 18 points along with his 7 assists. Cook also had 18 points with his 8 rebounds. See the couple of steers there and a couple of blocks for Justin Sears, the Yale Bulldog, representing the Ivy League as he always does. Class act. And you see there the players walking around the arena, shaking hands with the fans. They've definitely set the bar high for themselves in this competition. Not every European game will be this wide open, that's for sure, but Coach Patrick has to be happy with the performance from his players. So make sure you stay tuned for the press conference coming up next. We'll take a look at the highlights. You'll get a couple replays, some of the big plays. Again, looking at some of the stats, some guys to point out. We mentioned Walkup with his 18 points. Also had the 7 assists, a couple of steals, shot the ball very well, didn't miss a free throw. Kieran Johnson also with 15 points. Dwayne Evans with 15 points. Elgin Cook with 18 points, and then Johan Steeman with 12 off the bench. So 5 players in double figures. Overall, the team shot 57% from the field. So, sorry, from 2, but 50% overall from the field. So very, very good offensive performance. Saw Brandon Trish there with a little runner, but meanwhile for PAOK, it was really just Dillard had his 12, most of those in the first half. Jones had 10 before fouling out and being disqualified for that matter, and then Brandon Trish also had 10. Zadas had 11 points, a lot of those coming in garbage time, but PAOK will have to go back to the drawing board. They are experiencing a few injuries with Charan Papopoulos, who played for Coach Papatheodorou at the under-20s for Greece, and they were European champions. So, you know, there will be chances to bounce back. You saw there the strong dunk from Justin Sears. This German team was going to come in with a lot of bodies, a lot of rotations. That's what the Brussels coach mentioned in the press conference after their 25-point loss to Ludwigsburg. And it seems like there's no drop-off in intensity, skill, or anything for that matter when the Coach Patrick goes to his bench. He has a very deep rotation. And we saw that really be the case here tonight as they just really pushed their lead out further and further throughout the game, no matter who was in there. A lot of interchangeable parts. And they're young, so there's a lot of energy as well. So that's it for this game. Again, a big win for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. We'll see you next week.